The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, some strong running.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now a late signing let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. And the rookie Darius Davis deep for the Chargers.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll go as a 42, making a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At the 34.
There's a quick throw caught by Allen. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials. Sometimes To protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. This defense for the Jets, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, Herbert.
This is swung out to Eckler.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Jets are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another 1st down.
Rodgers.
That's complete right side to Lazard. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
The Jets now at 2 and 5 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
On play action, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Oh, a fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Hey, take 26. Hey, take 26. Inside.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Now 2nd and 3.
He's got Allen. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
When you talk about this Jets defense,
In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
It's Eckler again. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And the Jets pressure 2 notches, down he goes.
Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack.
You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. but they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game, and you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 53 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Charger drive about to get going. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert.
That's caught by the rookie Quentin Johnston.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now it's Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's pumped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
It's caught on the right side. Williams shreds him with a stiff arm.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
A gain of 30. First down, Los Angeles.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Herbert. Flush to his right. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown. Donald Parham. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Here's Cook again.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got to hook up to Lazard. And he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw is Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's Herbert.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Got his man, it's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. Touchdown! Keenan Allen, 26 yards.
And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Jets 7.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before half for Rodgers.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Chargers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A one-touchdown ball game. 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Caught by Allen. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
55 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On the option, here's Eckler.
And he'll run there for about 5, up close to the 40.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw here, Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Hardman on the return.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25.
And the Jets will take over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. On play action, Rodgers.
all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 34 yards. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Here's Darius Davis on the return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Here's Hardman to return.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
4-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. That's caught inside the 20. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
off the mark, incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
James on the coverage.
Second and 20.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
That one was thrown into the end zone, and when they made a play on the ball, it was actually tipped up in the air, and that's not ideal for anyone on defense because what you're ordinarily taught is to knock the ball down towards the ground, almost like a volleyball player coming over the top and spiking it to make sure that the offensive guys can't catch it on the rebound.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field.
Brings up fourth down.
Hey, take 26. Inside.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Up the middle with Eckler. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
In motion left goes Allen.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll try the air now with Herbert.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded just inside the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 43-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the fourth quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on third down. They'll roll him out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Alan Lazard, 39 yards.
And the Jets have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Jets 21, Chargers 14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Herbert on first down now. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And that is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Boy, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Herbert back to the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Rodgers now on first down. That's complete to Lazard. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
That's good for a Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have the first. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 right at the 40. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. A false start backs him up 5, first and 15. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. But we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mays used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
They'll come up now. This is second and long.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get this only after about the 35. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Herbert.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And they will take over first and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Rodgers with a pass caught by Conklin.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Rodgers wants to change the look.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Looking deep downfield.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take over here up near the 40.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Now Rodgers.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And this is caught inside the 5. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Zerline now for the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Returnable here for Davis.
This taken in right around the goal line.
Davis on the return. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Now Herbert.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Herbert to throw. Johnston hauls it in.
And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Another try, second and 10 now. Herbert.
He finds his target, Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. First and 10. Throwing, Herbert.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Herbert going to throw.
And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. They're going to try and run for it. And he is into the end zone. No flags. And there may be a play away from winning the football game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't